The following video has been rated PG-13 for, it's pretty good, if you're 13. Splorin!
Excited here today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually checking out something that I have had on my Orlando bucket list for several years now, probably going back about 5 years that I've been wanting to come here. And this is the first chance I've actually gotten to get out here while it's open. We are today at the East End Market in Orlando, and I'm hoping that you'll join me, and together we'll do just a little Inside this rather unassuming facade here in Winter Park, Florida, is the East End Market. Collaboration of Orlando and Central Florida businesses that do a lot of organic and locally grown produce and food and plants and all that happy stuff. Most large cities have some sort of old town market. Orlando's only had this one for a few years, and it's walking in and running into Jose, who thinks that I look a lot like another YouTuber that he subscribed to. I was just explaining that most of us look kind of alike. You know, we've got the backwards hat and the stupid t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, Greg. But Jose is checking out the East End Market. You've been here before?
Yes.
What am I, the first time here, what do I need to look for first?
Domu is the best ramen in town. Actually, we've looked that up, and it's actually one of the best ranked nationally.
Okay.
As ramen. And I've gone overseas too.
So you know your ramen? Well, you're getting it here first, folks. Domu. This is Domu. Now, I already ate lunch, so I feel a little funny about going in there and getting some ramen. In general, it's kind of a cool-looking building. The architecture is different than what I'm used to. It's definitely very Florida. As is that black sky right there. Now, this is a little bit of a stark contrast. You get the beautiful sunflowers, and you have the typical Florida black skies. Farm gal is growing some aquaculture out here.
So
I can kind of tell you what they're doing. Like, this is composting over here. These plants are apparently learning something. These plants are into philosophy. And if you wanted to get anything done, these are your plants right here. Recently, Orlando's gotten into the whole bike share thing that's going across the nation. This is actually the first time I've gotten really close to these ones, though. So I'm guessing you pop your information in there, and take the bike, and ride directly into the tornado. Walking in, you can see it's already kind of split. We got the Florida & Company, natural, local, and curated. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll take a look. And Old Hearth Bread Company, that one we can figure out what that's all about. Just walk down the entire length of it, kind of get an idea as to what's here. So we're gonna take you in some of them. You know, I want to ask permission before I go in and film everybody's wares, but I'll kind of show you a little bit of what we have around us. And it's not what I expected to see. I expected a lot of produce and maybe some meat, and that's definitely not what they've got going on here. This one's called Freehand Goods, which looks like a lot of leather. It looks like some backpacks, t-shirts, some sunglasses going on here. Some very cool keychains. They've even got their own cologne, which I was not expecting to see that. Now, right here at Freehand, we actually have, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Seth.
Seth is actually creating a wallet while we watch, which is in no way creepy that I'm staring over your shoulder while doing it, I'm sure.
Oh, you get used to it, trust me.
All right.
Messing around.
We're seeing the magic being made.
That's it.
Now,
there are a lot of boring parts you could possibly have come in here on, and thankfully this isn't one.
Do you sell these online too, or just right here?
We do, yes. We have a full web store on our website. We'll ship anywhere if need be.
So if you are interested in some of the wares that you see here today, freehand goods, Seth Daniels, the owner, you could actually find freehandgoods.com. I'm guessing probably everything that we see here, with the exception of your tools and maybe that hose.
Everything that's our brand. So like some of the sunglasses we don't sell on the website, and some of the gift stuff, but everything that's freehand, so all the grooming stuff, all the leather, notebooks, hats, things like that. Everything that I'm responsible for, we sell on the website.
Absolutely love it. Now, if you've been watching Splorin for any amount of time, you know full well I'll be back for caffeine shortly. This is kind of interesting. I believe this is a cold-pressed juice bar with a very diverse menu. Looks like you guys are cold-pressed juice. What would you say is the most popular thing for first-timers that are coming in here?
You know, I would say tropical kale and garden greens are two of our most popular juices. Tropical kale is like a good juice for first-timers because it's a lot sweeter. So you're getting like a well-rounded healthy juice, but it's going to be like more palatable than some of the other ones. Garden greens is a little bit more well-balanced, and it's got like a little more spice with the ginger in it. So I'd say those two would be solid first-time choices.
Foodie friends out there, this one seems particularly popular. It is a cheese shop. That serves more than just cheese, of course. There's also an incredibly long line going out the door to get into Gideon's Bakehouse, which apparently has existed since 1898, or at least that photo has existed since 1898. And to give you an idea of what people are waiting for, would you look at that? And that. Oh, and, you know, all of those, too. Right here's the Houndstooth Sauce Company, but it looks like quite a bit more for sale here than just sauces. Looks like a pretty good amount of sandwiches and things in the cooler as well. And one hell of a salt lamp. And for my fellow friends of carbs, we've got all the bread you could possibly ever want right over here, and some good-looking pastries as well. A couple of things to point out right off the bat. Some cinnamon rolls that look absolutely fantastic. Some great-looking bagels, and I just picked up one of these spent green pretzels. Now, I'm still not eating any sugar, which kind of cuts me off from pretty much everything here that I really want to take. But some cool-looking stuff here, actually. Including the assorted tarts. Looks like a lot of apple, cinnamon, raspberry, guava. And some fruit bars, too. Not to mention plenty of things to put on your carbs. I'd say the second most popular place in here, though, seems to be this right here, the Florida & Company Natural, Local, and Curated, which I believe is a fresh food market and beer and wine bar as well. And as you know, I don't drink beer or wine or eat healthy foods, so unfortunately, we're going to have to leave this one to somebody else to review. A little bit of a plant shop over here, too. Looks like a lot of cactuses and things like that, but that's not the entirety of it. Top of the farming house to pick up a little something my wife has been looking for a while. This is a JJ Juice Aloe Perk Vitality Drink, which in this case is a cold brew coffee almond. Very simplified ingredient list, which you can't read right now. Properly caffeinated, we are on our way back to the car. And wow, Florida does not disappoint when it comes to disappointing weather. But then again, who can be too disappointed when you're enjoying porch therapy? I think that's my cue to take off or to seek shelter. Hey, next time you're in Orlando, if you're looking to find something that's a little bit more real Florida than just the parks, check out the East End Market over here in our Winter Park. It's 10 minutes outside of downtown, about 25 minutes away from the parks, and we'll see you next time when we get soaked and do just a little Splorin.